What's up? It's Jon Acosta Productions. Life in San Francisco. Let's talk about that for a second because I know that you're dying to know what's going on. But even more so, let me just rewind and talk about why on earth I moved out to California after living in Atlanta. When I say it that way, it doesn't sound like a question. It sounds like, why did it take me so long to do that? Let me just kind of break down why in general I did move. It is a very serious question. Is there work out there? Is it because of some situation? Is it, do you have a job out there? Is there a client? What's going on? Why are you moving out there out of the blue? How can you afford that? I understand that. I understand your questions, and let me just answer it right now with another question. Have you ever felt like you didn't belong somewhere? Because I did, and that somewhere was Atlanta, Georgia. I felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like I'd exhausted that city already. I mean, for some people, it's okay, it's 100% all right to stay in the same place, but I think as human beings, we don't need to be in one place because we've come from a nomadic lifestyle where we've actually gone to hunt and gather our food and explore and see the world as we know it. And as we explore this world, we kind of understand what is really out there, and we keep on exploring and seeing the things that there are to see. And for me, I believe that the biggest problem really is that I don't like to be in one place at one time. I like to travel. That's my thing. I like to at least go somewhere new once a month. That was my goal last year, January 2011. I made it a goal after I hit rock bottom to just kind of go out and see something new. I've been to San Francisco and I've been to LA, and when I was 19, for the first time I went, I was just flabbergasted. I was sold. I had to be there at some point in my life, and I always wanted to go, but instead of actually moving out there, I ended up buying a condo in Atlanta. So I got stuck there, for the last 4 or 5 years, and it wasn't until recently, till everything happened in my life, and if you follow me at all, you know that I kind of hit rock bottom last year. I lost a lot of things that I loved and a lot of friends, and just it was really a bad time for me, and it kind of sucked. But after all these things kind of compiled, I realized that I just didn't belong in that city anymore. I had exhausted everything that had to offer, at least to me, Atlanta. And it's funny because Atlanta seems to be blowing up with, media and production and movies and this and that. And that's partially true. I have a whole nother story as to why that is, and a whole reasoning for not staying, because let's be honest, it's not going to last forever. But I won't get into that right now. I'm going to get into why I moved. I don't think that we belong in one place, like I was saying. I think that we actually have the ability to leave. It's healthy for us because we need to see the rest of the world that's out there. And most of the people that I talk to that are like, oh, I'd love to come see you, come visit you, well, just do it already. I mean, there's no stopping you. Flights are cheaper than they've ever been these days because the economy is so terrible, and everything's cheap essentially. You can get on a flight, you can come on out, you can see, not me, it doesn't have to be me, you can go to Seattle, you can go to Colorado, you can go anywhere else on the West Coast, but the bottom line is that the West Coast is beautiful. Most of the people watching this that are from Atlanta or from, the East Side don't really understand what else there is aside from that little city that you're a part of and that you're in. And that's fine. I mean, that's your home, and I will always call that home as well, but it's not the only thing out there. I think it's healthy to see other things. It's healthy to see that the world is bigger than you and than me and everyone in it. It is a calamity of just people and things and experiences and adventures and fun. And that's what life's really all about, is just having a good time on this earth while you're here, because let's face it, we're not getting any younger, we're all getting older. I'm in my mid-20s at this point. That's weird to say. I'm in my mid-20s. I'll be 30 before I know it. That's even crazier. I just feel like at some point most people need to do the right thing and move forward in life, and not necessarily move to California or move to anywhere out there, but just explore. Just save up a few dollars from your job and go take a flight to wherever you've ever wanted to go. If you wanted to go to Montreal, Canada, if you wanted to check out Brazil, if you wanted to see Europe and all of its fine glory, save up some money, see how much it costs, and just save that fucking money up. Because at the end of the day, you could die tomorrow, and you don't want to die not knowing that you didn't experience anything else aside from your hometown and the grocery store down the street and the Walmart up the street and, the bus station that you take from, A to B. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Bottom line, I get really frustrated when people they think that the world is a lot smaller than it really is. It's huge. It's massive. It is a beautiful piece of art that needs to be explored and needs to be seen by you and by me and by everyone else that we know, because I feel like without seeing those things and without exploring it and without having fun, you're going to end up tainted in your own city and in your own comfort. Because let's face it, comfort is death. And I guarantee you, if you stay in one place for too long and you start just sulking in that comfort, it's going to get old, it's going to get repetitive, it's going to really start to piss you off. And before you know it, you're going to want to feel like you're young again, but you're not, because you're going to be 55, you're going to be working the same job you've been working for the last, 20 years, and you're going to wonder where all the time went and why you didn't just do that one thing. I don't want to be that guy that lives that life. I never have. So I did the one thing I've always wanted to do since I was 19 years old, and I moved out to the West Coast, to California, and to a city that I think is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, has a lot of history, has a lot going on, and it's where all my favorite things are, like Silicon Valley, where Google, where Apple, where Adobe, where all of those products that I use and all those companies that I use are right there. So the opportunities are there, the progression, the life progression, the innovative thoughts are all there in this place that I find really intriguing. So for me, that's my personal bubble of awesome. For you, it could be anywhere else. It could be Phoenix. It could be Seattle. It could be Alaska. It could be Hawaii. I mean, just go and do something. All I'm saying, the point of this entire vlog is to express why I moved, but also ask you a question. Why haven't you moved? Why haven't you done something that you wanted to do lately? I mean, this is your life. Stop succumbing to other people and do something cool. Do something to write home about. Do something to tell people when they ask you what you did last weekend, versus saying, oh, I got drunk at the same bar last week, blacked out, don't know what happened, talked to my ex-girlfriend and totally had sex with her. She's now pregnant and life sucks. Let's not be that guy. Okay, let's move forward in life. Let's have fun. Let's do something cool. So anyway, I'm Jon Acosta. Subscribe up here to hear more of my rants, which I normally don't do. This is my Twitter. I really appreciate you guys tuning into this. I just have a really big passion for motivating people and telling them to do what they want to do to get out there and just experience life. Again, I'm in Fort Lauderdale right now, flying to Atlanta tomorrow, so I will see you guys on the flip side. And please subscribe. Please, if you have any comments, leave them down here. I want to know what you think. What do you guys think about life and experiencing new things? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Take care.